Welcome to another episode of Bargain Saturdays, or Sundays as the case may be. It's probably for the best I didn't record this yesterday because I had to spend 10 hours at work. 2 of those hours basically doing other people's work for them. Because, that's something you just have to love when you get stuck doing, right? When you have to cover someone else's workload on top of your own, that's just always the best. Though I guess on the plus side, I did get to treat myself to this film, which I haven't seen in years, but it still holds up, actually. It has the gritty edge it needs with Splinter being kidnapped and all the other stuff. It just works better than the other films. It doesn't feel like it goes into the campy direction to the point where, like, the third one, where it starts to just feel like a farce when they try and insert a dramatic moment. This one, the drama feels intense and real, and, like, what's going on is important. Not to mention, the turtles tend to stick a bit more to the shadows in this film than they do, say, in the second one, or the third one, or the live-action TV series they had for the next mutation with Venus in it, where they don't seem to try and be sneaky at all. Like, really, like, they drive around an open-top Humvee, or on motorcycles with Raph. Like, everyone can see you. And sometimes they drive down streets where there's actually people coming up behind them. So, like, there's even people that are in traffic that are seeing the turtles, and yet no one apparently knows about them. It's just ridiculous. I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted by, those lesser works. But it's just hard to want to really talk about any of them that... You almost feel like you have to talk about them just to compare them to this one because of how bad they are and how much this one just works better. I mean, sure, there's one scene, I guess, in particular you can pick on in this film, and it's the ending, really. Or the ending fight with the Shredder, yeah. It's just a bit annoying or disappointing, seeing Splinter come in after having been tortured for days, having been chained to a wall, probably being left to starve and dehydrate, and all of a sudden he just bamfs in, at the last second and defeats the Shredder after the other turtles had all been basically beaten. You're like, seriously, movie? Like, the turtles couldn't overcome the Shredder? Even working as a group, we have to let Splinter come in and save the day, removing any of the tension that the fight had by making the Shredder look weak when the Splinter defeats him with a single move. I mean, that's probably the worst aspect of this film. But everything else is rather well done. I mean, the movie doesn't... It sure has a comedic edge to it still, but the witty one-liners and stuff don't overtake the film to the point where it starts to become campy. It's the point where the drama feels like a mere farce of what's going on. There's still drama when the turtles come back and they find out that Splinter's been kidnapped. And it's even emotionally engaging when the turtles finally get to reconnect with their master through meditation. It still almost brought tears to my eyes watching it, so the movie managed to make itself work very well. And it's one of the few movies I'd say even you can show to even a person that isn't a Turtles fan, they might still be able to enjoy it. Unlike the second or third movies where they move just too much into the campy direction. Especially the third one. The second one still manages to be fun, but the third movie just... Ugh. Either way, they're still probably all better than the 2014 film, and I've watched this one. And there's all kinds of complaints you can levy against the plot on this one. Especially it's how nonsensical it can be at times when you start to really think about it. It's just... Ugh. Maybe I'll talk about that one tomorrow if I have time. But yeah, this is the Turtles movie I'd say you should show to anybody if you have it. Until next time, then. See ya.